Hi everyone, this is just a quick tutorial on how I do my fastenings. I was asked by a lady how I loop my seam binding through, so I thought okay, I'll do that, and I tried to write it out and it didn't make any sense, so I thought right, okay, I'll just show you very quickly. So this is a journal I'm just finishing off. Excuse me. So if I show you, I do the markings. If I just zoom in a bit. So I use Tim Holtz fasteners, pretty standard. For the back where the seam binding goes, I'll use We Are Memory Keepers big eyelets, these things. So first of all, you make your mark. It annoys me immensely when I make these things that I don't, if I don't get them level. So I always do it. So this is for the Tim Holtz fastener. So I've centered it, and then for me to put the fastener in, I always line up the front edge with the holes that are on these. So what's that? On second marking, so about 1/4 of an inch in, I suppose it is. And then for the back, with the large, for the large eyelets, I have bought these standard ones, but I think they don't suit what I like, so I don't tend to use those. So I centre it again, 1 3/8, and for the large eyelets I take it down to 1 2 3 3/8, I think that is, and make a mark. So for the large eyelets, what I tend to use, if I can find one I want, is the large hole on the crocodile. I think that's what this is called. Hole punch thingy. So if it fits in the top, like, it won't fit in the little hole, but it will sit in the big hole. So that's the one I use. So I centre it where I've made the mark and punch through. Just poke that out. Put the eyelet in. Sorry, I'm not in focus, so I've just placed it in. Now for me, for these big ones, on my eyelet setter, it's A+2 for this size. So A is that top one. So you just spin it, pull it up, spin it round till you get A. And then on this side, it's number 2. So the numbers are marked just here on each side. So to punch, no, not to punch, to flatten, there is a little mark here on the side of the tool which shows you which side the eyelet can go on. Oh boy, I have got it wedged on more than one occasion where I've tried to do it with the wrong side. So what I do is I put it on and then see if I can move it so I've got it located right, and then squeeze. So that's your eyelet set in place. And then for the Tim Holtz fastener, I found it easier to use the small hole punch. So sorry if my head is in the way, but I need to centre up the pencil mark that I've made and just squeeze that one out. If I get the two components, so you have the screw and so you have the screw and the top part. So the screw goes in from below, and that little bit just screws onto the top of it. So there we have those done there. For the actual seam binding, I loop it in half. I feed it, so from outside to inside, and then I've got all my tags and everything in here ready to go. Now what I do is I'll take it, so I've got my seam binding, I'll take it through the back of that loop and just pull it, so I've just pulled it round the back, pulled it tight. Is it as tight as I want it? It could be a bit tighter. So just loosen it off and pull it through a bit more. So there we go. That's about right. And then I just tie a bow or a single. They're about the same kind of length. And then it's just a smallish knot. Now this is still a bit damp, so the crinkles come out of it, but I can it's very easy to put the crinkle back in with seam binding, just damp it down again, and then there we go, see? And that, so Tina, if you're watching, that's how I've done it. Not rocket science, obviously. It was just the only way. Necessity is the mother of invention, and that was the only way I could find of doing it that didn't mess me around when I was trying to undo it. And so that is how I do my seam bindings, my fastenings. Well, I hope you found that of some use. I know, Tina, you probably will. So, brilliant. I will be back at some point today with a run through of this new album that I've just finished, new journal I've just finished for my my new kit. So I'll speak to you all in a bit. Bye.